it's important that he makes the most of every opportunity because it's competition at every single level of this defense. So, if you have been paying attention to the past couple of days with training camp, one name in particular that has been standing out is Cowboys rookie cornerback Nahshon Wright, third round selection from this previous draft. And, all of the athletic plays he's been making, the pass breakups, the near interception, and all this other stuff that we've been hearing about. And this isn't like a one-time thing. We've been hearing about this even previously with the mini camps and stuff like that, and that's been so far going on in this training camp. Now, before I go any further into any more detail, if you guys could do me a solid favor, down below, smash the like button if you haven't done so already, along with subscribing if you're new to receive more Cowboys content as training camp goes on, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on new content when it drops. So, the third round pick from this past draft, considering the fact that everyone knows, we kind of reached for a guy that had a sixth round talent grade on him. And, many people had their heads scratching like, what the heck's going on? Why do we take this guy? We had plenty of other options. So, for me, Nashon Wright is a guy to where it's like, based off of his abilities and his intangibles, if he can grow into that mold, he can be a solid starting corner for you. And, considering that Dallas has taken two, technically three in this draft, it's important that he makes the most of every opportunity because it's competition at every single level of this defense. And if we go into the cornerback room, he has to compete with some of the guys already on roster. And, to me, I think he's a guy that could possibly take Anthony Brown's place on the roster because he's the guy that's been there. He's getting paid the money that many people think that he doesn't deserve. I think that, hey, you know what? He's a guy that you can replace. So Nashon Wright, having the whole, information coming out about how he's doing a bunch of pass breakups, and you can even look at the highlights. The highlights are where it's even more impressive of, like, oh, wow, this guy's 6'4"? That's crazy. It's something that the Cowboys need, and Dan Quinn is familiar with that. A lot of people were comparing him to Richard Sherman. Now, that doesn't mean he's going to be the next Richard Sherman. It just means that he plays like that. And we need it's something that we haven't had in a long time, and that is quality play from other cornerbacks aside from the one. With Byron Jones, him being a shutdown corner, but not really the guy that gets the ball a lot in terms of turning the ball away. I think it's important that Dallas looks at this and says to themselves, hey, listen, we need to see what we have in these young guys. And I really like what I'm seeing from Nashon Wright. I want him to prove me wrong. I felt very, disappointed with the Cowboys with the pick because I felt like you could have gotten a lot more players at that position, or in the draft, I mean, not at the cornerback position. But, training camp is training camp, and I don't want us to get super excited because we'll be talking about other things that have been going on in training camp in these smaller little videos. But what's important here is that Nashon Wright has really been doing his thing. And, we know that Trevon Diggs is one of the guys you have a corner, but every other guy on the roster that's at the cornerback position is kind of fighting for their roster spot. Some might be more safe than others because, with Jordan Lewis signing his new deal, he's maybe more safe than some of the other guys. But I want to see him do well. I want him to prove us wrong. And maybe him and Kelvin Joseph really end up being solid guys for us. Or maybe it's Nashon Wright, the guy that we thought, why we're taking him in the third round, is really going to step up and do his part. So he's a player to still keep an eye out on. He's been doing well in the first two practices or first 2 days of training camp. So I'm going to keep monitoring that as well as you guys. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.